Good morning and welcome to today's pre-market video. Now in today's pre-market video, we'll be taking a look at the Bank Nifty index. I'll take a look at what option buyers can do with it, plus what option sellers can do with it. I'm taking a look at it as it has its monthly expiry, and basically after a month of not having this index, which was very vital for option traders, we finally have an expiry for it today. Now I usually would cover the news, but there is nothing really to discuss on that front, as I'd even said in Sunday's video that this is not a news heavy week, as most of the world has shut down, whether it's the US, whether it's Europe and everything. So there is nothing really on the data side or the news side which is going to come out that is significant enough. So let's pop onto the Bank Nifty index immediately rather than postponing the thing. Now before I go into the Bank Nifty index, I would like to remind everyone that there is a Christmas sale going on all my services. So if you are interested, do contact the WhatsApp number shown in the description box below, and someone will guide you on how to get the indicators and get the other services, whichever you require. Now coming to the Bank Nifty. Now the Bank Nifty has had a positive trading session on Monday. All the indexes had, and this was a relief for most, as last week it was consecutively down. Every day basically the index would open and then would just get demolished again. Now whether this is a real move or not, we won't know until after Christmas. Why I'm saying after Christmas, as there is the usual Santa Claus rally that happens across the world due to the Christmas optimism, plus a lot of people get year-end bonuses and they do put it in the markets. So that causes a bit of a Santa Claus rally, but so we don't know it's that or it's not. Also another thing which can makes this up move right now suspicious is generally volumes have dried up post SEBI bringing all the laws regarding margins and everything. As basically I would say the volumes have dropped to about 20% of what they originally were. However, this week, anyone who traded, especially Monday's trading session, knows that the volumes were very low compared to the past. And now that I primarily put on two things. Number one is the FIIs are simply not there. So they're not good. They do basically provide, I would say, most of the liquidity which comes up, and as basically they put their money in, then the domestic will come in with their money also because the FIs are there. So I think that is what has dried up a lot of the volumes, and so this up move which has started, we'll have to see post Christmas week whether it sustains or not when the real FIs come back into the scene in a big way. Now coming to the levels. Now the Bank Nifty today, usually in all the videos which I do, they're usually 3 levels up and 3 levels down. However, the Bank Nifty has multiple levels because of what it has gone through. As if you look at November, you look at December, it has wrecked a lot of the market. Whether we look at big stocks like Asian Paints, even huge names like Reliance and all, they've basically been split open by bearishness in November and December. So now, due to it recovering, so the spread between the resistance and supports has come more severe. It has come tighter, I would say. So now, according to me, my trading plan is, provided as long as you're trading between 51,480 and 59.20, this is a range in which you're going to get dual way moves like we got yesterday even. I expect that to continue. These are the same levels, in fact, which main clients are using. And 51,480 resistance worked perfectly for us yesterday. As you can see, it stopped the whole rise. Now, the only big move will come if we break 51,480 or if we break 59.20. If we break 51,100, that's just an intraday move to 59.20. But if we break 59.20, things are going to go nasty, as 56.50 important support, break that at 54.80 and 5300. On the other hand, if we break 51.840, then 51.600 is another very important hurdle we have to crack above. This is it is nearly equally important as 51.480, and this zone can kill a lot of the bullish ambitions. So if it breaks above this, then there's a high likelihood 51,750, 51,900 will be hit in a jiffy. If it breaks that, then 52,050 and 52,250. But I would say the key ones on the upside you focus on is this zone, then 51,900 and 52,050. These are the ones that will really decide how things go ahead when we look at the things from a technical perspective. On the downside, 59.20, very important support, and 56.50. These two go, the Bank Nifty is going back into weeks of, or at least a week of bearishness, like how we had last week. Now, what's my option trading plan for it? Now, as I said, between this zone, I'm going to trade option buys both sides, long and short. Then, if we break above 51.480, I will start going clean way, only one side. If you break below 59.20, clean way only on the short side. Now, usually I do say that option buys I'm going to go into next week's expiry, but now it's next month's expiry because we don't have weekly expiries in Bank Nifty. So basically, the people who are going to trade the January series will notice one change, because I traded the January series yesterday for the Nifty and Bank Nifty. You will find the margin requirements have gone up way higher. But that is because the lot size effect which SEBI put in has come into from the beginning of January series. So the lot sizes are basically much 3 times larger. So that has ended up increasing the amount of money you need to put the option buys. So most people will feel a hampering with that. Now, if you trade multiple lots, it doesn't affect you. But if you trade a small amount of lots, it's going to severely hamper your trading capabilities in option buys. But also do keep note that since today is an expiry session, the Bank Nifty options expiring today will really be decaying fast. So if you get stuck in a position, especially in a box range position, you might lose 50 to 60% of your money within no time because of expiry. So it's still better to go to the next week options, as they will save you from a lot of grief. So that is my option buying outlook, as I said. Now, what's my option selling trading plan? And now for my option selling trading plan, according to me, you can take a cautious or aggressive stance. Now, because we are 50-50 still, and me on the positional side, me and clients already hold PE sells, and on Friday they were looking a bit tricky. But Monday's rise has completely shot them into a good amount of profit. Now, those will be managed separately, but on the intraday front, I'm saying those will be managed separately, they already profit, so profit stops are going to do the job. But on the intraday front, I will have to decide whether I want to play cautious or aggressive. If I decide to play aggressive, then basically selling calls above 51,600 and puts below 59.20. If I play cautious, then calls above 51,900 and puts below 56.50. Now, according to me, how I see things right now, the American market is slightly in the red. It's flat, but they're mostly closed, so they're not giving much of a cue. Now, there's a high likelihood, if the volume stays low, we might just bounce within this range. If I see that happening, then I will enter more aggressive on both sides at the same time, and then keep a profit stop and let myself get stopped out. If we do break 51,480 or 59.20, you'll naturally get taken out by a profit stop rather than a loss stop, because of expiry. Decay is going to start setting in immediately. So you're going to make money anyways. And that other side will ride on. On the other side, if I see that there's a lot of volatility, let's say in the first half an hour, then I'll take the cautious stance rather than the aggressive stance in option selling. But I might take the cautious stance in, let's say, option in the long side and aggressive in the short on the PE sell side. Because right now we are holding this zone, and due to that, I might do that. But I will wait for the first 30 minutes to pass, then I will enter option sells, as I want to see how the volatility is fluctuating. Then I can make a call on exactly what I want to do for option selling. Option buying, everyone knows I do it very heavily, and that will be my first focus in the morning, as I think, like yesterday was a very good open. For option buying, I think basically today will be the same. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Any questions, drop them in the comment section below, and anything else, stocks or anything, you can put the name, and if it's something interesting, I will discuss it.